Okay. Hi, everybody. This is Julia once again from the Macedon Public Library, and it's Friday, so I'm coming to you with a recipe. Actually, we have two recipes. We have a bonus. Ooh. And the sound worked better on the recording, so let me share the screen, and we will get right to it. And for our live participants, if you have any questions along the way, feel free to ask. And here, because I can pause the video at any point. Okay. Can you hear okay?
Not hearing anything.
Not hearing.
Okay. Well, then let's see what I can do. Is that going to be a setting through the meeting? Stereo mix to back end tech support. Are you here? They're not getting the sound from the video. So this is the meeting thing. Should I change one of these? So microphone, same as system, or?
Do you have it set to record system audio in your screen?
I don't. That's what I'm in. This is the meeting.
No, but I mean, like, like how you have optimized for video. There's also a record audio option. You might not have selected that.
Okay, so I'm going to unshare my screen. We're going to try this again. There is share computer sound. Okay, yes. Yep, and I need to do that too. Sorry, I skipped a step. Share. So let's rewind.
We are making pasta today. So we're doing spaghetti with brown butter and feta is the recipe because number one, our family has lots of pasta that we bought. We eat a lot of pasta. Number two, we always have lots of butter because I am a butter hoarder. Three, we also have lots of feta. So when we did our big BJ's run 2 weeks ago, we ended up with a big thing of feta cheese. So I typed in the ingredients that we had and the internet found a recipe for me. So we're going to use some pasta. I have a pound of Barilla spaghetti here. That's what we had on hand. Butter, a stick of butter. This is going to call for 16 ounces of pasta and 8 tablespoons of butter. So that's a full stick. Olive oil, a little bit of olive oil. We don't normally have this much in hand, but I'm going to make some soap. So look for that video sometime. So we have olive oil here. Whoops. And I already pointed out our feta. We will not use all of this. So we'll still have plenty left over. Garlic, and I didn't have any garlic cloves, but I like the minced stuff. So we've got that. And some Parmesan cheese to shred.
I'm not sure what's going on. I've lost control of the video. All right. Okay, things were kind of happening in the background and I don't know what was going on. So let me just summarize up to this point. I'm boiling pasta. So let me see if I can, where are you? There you are. Okay, I see you. Can you see me?
Yes.
Excellent. Okay. Did you see the video? You just couldn't hear it, or did you hear it and not see it?
Changed to a blank screen.
Yeah, we saw, but did not hear, and then you fixed it, and then we heard, but did not see.
Okay.
Take 3.
Take 3. So can I just, so like at this point, so you heard the end. So I've got all the ingredients. It's basically spaghetti, feta, butter, oil, garlic, and some Parmesan. All right.
Garlic. Okay.
So, and there will be at the end. I'll have like a recipe.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Good.
So I'm just gonna start I'm gonna try. Third time a charm. One more time and try and share the movie. Let's see. So back to share screen. That was weird because it wasn't doing anything different for me. Okay, so I want this is the movie. Share sound, share video, share. Okay, now I'm getting a message on my side that the video thumbnails are minimized to optimize full screen video clip.
Yes, you're little like we are over on the side, and we see a big picture of a pot of
Pasta.
Yeah, can't quite tell yet.
Right, it's kind of murky looking. Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
You're stirring with one of those pasta scoop things.
Exactly. Okay, so we're gonna go there and feel free to jump in and tell me if you can't see or can't hear, and I'm not going to touch anything.
Okay.
And it's not going.
I'm sure everybody's done this before.
Okay,
We're just
good.
boiling up the pasta. I like to break mine in half to have smaller
I can't
pieces.
see you at this point. All right.
But that's just me. Just stirring it up so it doesn't get clumpy. We'll let this boil for, I don't know, I threw away the box. I think it's 10 minutes. So that's what we're going for. And then, of course, at the end, we will drain it into the sink in a strainer. And then we will come back to do the butter and the oil.
So we sped this up because nobody needs to watch, 8 minutes of pasta boiling. Unless it's meditative for you, It is kind of interesting to watch the pasta start absorbing the water and
fluffing up.
Fluffing up, exactly. Fluffy pasta. You guys eat a lot of pasta?
Pardon?
Do you guys eat a lot of pasta?
Not a lot,
Maybe once.
but we
a
like
week.
it.
Yeah, we like it. Ask the carb police here.
Yeah.
Right. Well, it's one of the things that we bought multi-packs of when all of this was still at the beginning stages.
Yeah.
So we thought, I think it was like a 10-pound package of spaghetti and an 8-pound package of penne.
Wow.
Well, that'll last us. So we have a lot of pasta in the house. And it's not going to go bad.
No.
That's it. We toss the noodles away.
All right. It should be getting near done now. Yep, I just tested them. All right. There we go. Ooh. All right. That's the dirty underside of my gas grill.
Okay, so the pasta is draining. I'm going to turn the heat back on. And I have measured out everything. So here we have the 8 tablespoons of butter. I just cut them into smaller bits so that they'll have a little bit more surface area. And with this, we add in the oil. So that's 4 tablespoons of olive oil. And in the instructions, it just says to saute it. We'll let it melt first, then I'll add the garlic. Now, it did say 2 cloves of garlic, which is supposed to be a teaspoon of the minced, but my family likes garlic, and so I used 2 tablespoons. So for those of you who may not be aware, a tablespoon is 3 teaspoons. So I guess this would be 6, no, yes, this would be 6 cloves of garlic instead of 2 cloves of garlic. So, but my family will still say it's not enough.
You trying to do math?
All right, so we got the butter and the olive oil. The butter's melted, in goes the garlic. Gonna let this cook. And it says this is browned butter, so we're going to let it, I guess it's caramelize. As the butter, and it's salted butter, that's what the white is. Love salt. Okay, stop. So we're sauteing the garlic a little bit. It's kind of swimming in the butter and the olive oil, but that's okay. Cooking it just a little bit. And hard to see with that white if the butter is changing colors.
This goes on for much longer than I thought.
Oh, I'm seeing a little bit of brown. Well, this is in real time, not sped up. It's getting fluffy. And I have it just kind of on a low heat, a low to medium heat. Very fluffy. Oh, it smells good. Not that you would know that, but you can try this at home. And I made sure this time that I had all the ingredients in the right places and not in another part of the kitchen so I would forget it. It's gotten very foamy. Well, did I mention this is a new recipe for me?
When I have browned butter before, I never
It's
added
looking a
oil
little
to
browner.
it, and it was much easier to brown.
It smells very garlicky.
If I were to do this again, I think I'd leave out the oil and up the butter.
I want that butter to be more brown. If you've ever made a roux with butter, you melt the butter and then you add the flour and then you add some milk. I like to let my butter get a little brown before I put in the flour, because I think it gives it a depth of flavor. I don't know, it tastes good. Okay, so we've lost the foam, so that's good. So you cook it down past the foam. Okay.
And I keep going because it doesn't look brown enough to me.
Yeah, it's smelling good. Wonder what happens if you cook it too long.
This is what happens when I talk to myself on camera.
I wonder if there's a certain point past which you should not go. I think it would just burn. I don't know. Let's turn the pan. Cook just until butter turns brown. Well. The pictures are printed in a black and white printer, so there's no color. I don't know. I'm kind of thinking this might not really brown as much as I'm expecting it to. We're getting foamy again. So we have a second foam stage. I don't know. This is sounding a little dangerous, like deep fat frying. So I think well, there's some brownness. The butter solids, it's sticking to the bottom. All right, yep, we got it. Okay, we're getting much brown now. When you get to the second foam, you're almost there.
Dang it, like I know what I'm doing.
All right, I'm gonna turn off the heat. So then the next step is to add back in the pasta, and toss it, and then toss in the cheese.
The garlic definitely.
Good enough. Well, maybe there's a reason they say to only use 8 ounces of pasta. All right. I hope that you could see some of the brownness there. At least in the... All right, I'm going to go back to my wooden spoon. get into the corners there. At least you can see with the garlic, it's brown. But there's a little bit of a brown tinge now to the pasta. I don't know, that looks pretty mixed.
The shininess.
I think, without making an oily pasta-y mess. Sorry if my arm is probably in front of the camera the whole time. All right, so I'm gonna say that's pretty mixed. We're gonna add in the 4 ounces of feta cheese. And it's supposed to be a 1/4 cup, but I have a 1/2 cup of the Parmesan. Whoa. Again, toss that in, fold it in however you can. And then I am sure we are going to serve it on our portions with a little extra cheese on top because this might be healthier maybe, but I want more cheese. All right, so let me plate some up. We'll take a final shot. And then we're gonna have our supper. Great.
All right, so that is what it looked like. I put some grated fresh pepper on top. Whoop. I'm gonna pause it there. I'm gonna stop the share. I wonder if it'll come back to this at the same point. If not, it is 12 minutes. All right. Oh no, I've lost you. Oh no, okay, well I think I've lost my guest somehow. Oh, there you are. Okay. Maybe? I see you. Okay. Did I lose you during all of that?
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. Okay, I don't know because the last time when I've shared this before, during something, I still could see at least my picture in the corner of the screen. And when I did this, it said it minimized the viewer or something like that. And so then I wasn't sure. So anyway, it is being recorded. I apologize.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the going back and forth between sharing and not sharing. So I don't know. So I'll just walk you through, and I don't know how it's different.
We got to the point where you were adding the feta.
pasta. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You're just adding the feta.
Oh, so you got it so you saw all of the butter and the oil.
And it looked delicious.
Okay. It was really fattening. But you know,
How much feta was added?
it was 4 ounces.
Okay.
And I used a 1/2 cup of the shredded Parmesan, but you know, to your liking.
Do you want to try playing from that point or not?
I can do. There isn't much more. It's me scooping it. What I'll do is, how about I'll just rewind to like the picture of it at the end. So you just add the cheese in, and you just kind of fold it as best you can.
Right.
Okay.
And stir it up. All right. So let's see if we can keep you this time. I wonder if maybe it's because it's gallery view. I don't know. Okay. So let's try this again.
I think just for a second we lost internet connection, I think.
Oh, okay.
That's what happened.
All right. Okay, back to this. Share.
Well, looks like we're going to start where we left off.
All right. Okay, well, here we go. So that this should be you folding it in.
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
All right, so let me plate some up. We'll take a final shot.
Can you still hear it?
Yes.
And we're going to have our supper. Great.
Okay, so this is what it looks like. I put some salt and pepper, some like freshly grated pepper on top, and some more feta.
Okay.
It was good.
Okay,
so
so
this is
we're going to make
the
some
bonus.
busy day pudding cookies. And this is coming from a local collection of recipes that I got, and I probably already told you about that in the Zoom meeting. So
I haven't,
this
but I
takes
will.
4
I will.
ingredients. It takes a small box of pudding, small box of instant pudding, which this is what we have today. The book was published in 2011, and at that time, a small box was 3.4 ounces of pudding. And this that I purchased, maybe 2 months ago, is 2.03 ounces. So anyway, that's what we've got. May not be quite as, this is chocolate, may not be quite as chocolatey. So we're gonna add this to, I've already measured out a cup of Bisquick. Again, it's white on white. I apologize for our choice of bland colors. So we add the pudding mix. do the Bisquick. Throw that away. And I've got a cup of oil and an egg. And that's it, just those 4 things.
And this is just canola
Sorry, I'm
oil.
gonna whisk the egg with the oil briefly and then add it. Yeah, that probably doesn't look so good on camera. Doesn't matter, it's all gonna get mixed in there at the end. All right. So I have already preheated the oven to 350 degrees. I'm getting my fingers in there soon. How is that? All right. Hey, it's not white. It's not beige. So to make a dough until a dough forms a ball. No, it's basically forming. So I just finished washing my hands before we did this. So it says roll tablespoon-sized balls. And move that over there. Is that okay? And then put them on a greased cookie sheet. Well, I've got a Silpat sheet
Like a silicone sheet.
for my favorite cooking YouTuber, Barry Lewis, that I've talked about already on these cooking programs. So I'm making the little balls. And
She's social distancing her cookies.
let's see how many we get.
Oh,
I
just you
think I'm
wait.
making them a little small. One thing I definitely am not is a hand model. Well, I mean, there's lots of things that I definitely am not. I'm not a swim instructor. I don't know how to swim.
This is again what happens when I talk to myself on camera.
What else aren't I? I think we're not going to walk down that road. All right, now those are a little big. And one more thing I'm supposed to do is sprinkle them with some sugar, whoops, and then flatten them down with the back of a glass.
Actually, the recipe called for buttering the bottom of the glass and then dipping it in sugar and then dipping that onto each cookie.
Very oily.
I thought,
Because it has oil.
why would I butter a glass? So I didn't.
All right, get that out of the way. I'm gonna rinse my hands.
Now I need to social distance my cookies. Too close together.
All right, I didn't get a glass. If my assistant perhaps could get me a glass. My assistant off camera, behind the camera, that is lovely. Thank you. All right, I'm gonna spread them out.
And thus begins the cookie juggling.
Checkmate.
1, 2, 3. All right, well, we'll see how this goes.
Oh,
How about that?
I'm not good at packing cars for trips. Let's just do this.
All right,
In the end, I think it looked okay.
sprinkle on some sugar. I think maybe this is just so that the glass doesn't stick. I don't know, but
They
you know,
also
why not
had
have
enough
extra sugar?
oil
We're
in
having
them, I
cookies,
think.
right?
That it wouldn't have
All right.
stuck to the glass, but
All right, put that in the sink. And then it's gonna go in our oven. What? Oh, I missed one. Well, maybe that was my test to see if it made a difference. It wasn't, but okay. In the oven for 8 minutes.
Cut the oven.
Okay. All right. And so
Dirty oven.
it's really been 9 minutes. It needed an extra minute. Here we have our cookies. Hopefully. I mean, they look like cookies. Okay. All right. So the cookies will come out, and I've loosened them with this pancake turner, whatever they're called. I want to say spatula, but I know that's not a spatula. So I'm just putting them on the cooling rack. And then I'm going to break one open, and we'll see what it's like. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 cookies. Not too bad. It's enough. All right. I'm going to take the smallest one. It's kind of shaped like an egg. And focus. Enough? All right. Yep, it's a cookie. Kind of oily. It'll do.
All right. So stop that. All right. So that was my experience. I really like the shot of it when I just opened up the oven. I think that as a photographer, Marshall, I don't know if you have any feedback, but that looks like a really nice shot. So my cameraman was very pleased.
Yep.
They were okay as cookies. They were not. They weren't really cookies. It wasn't really cake or brownie. But it was sweet. You know, it was easy. So let me go to see if I can do this again. Share the screen to the recipes. Here we go. Share and slideshow. I don't know why I can't see you, but that's all right. Okay, so here's the spaghetti recipe, the spaghetti with brown butter and feta. So again, the 16 ounces of spaghetti, any pasta, I guess, that oil and butter would stick to. A stick of butter, 4 tablespoons of olive oil, 4 cloves of garlic is what I use. No, I don't know what I did. Anyway, I used a lot of garlic. 4 ounces of feta and 1/2 cup of Parmesan cheese. Yeah, I would probably next time I'm sure we'll do this again. It was easy. I think we'll leave out the olive oil and we'll just stick with the butter. I'll probably up the butter to 1.5 sticks. And I think it will brown better and faster and taste better and not as oily. But I'm more of a butter fan than an olive oil fan. So that's me. Yeah, so that was good. And I just, like I said, I put in the ingredients that I had into the internet, and it popped up with something from food.com. And then I just doubled things. So that is the pasta recipe. And then this is the busy day. Oh, sorry, let me go back.
I got it.
Okay.
No, we're set.
So the busy day pudding cookies, this is very simple, a small box of instant pudding. If you can get a 3.4 ounce, good luck. An egg, some oil, and some Bisquick. We also have Bisquick hanging around just because it's free, fast, and easy pancakes. Mix it all up, roll it. I think if I were to do this again, I would add a little bit more sugar and less oil, and I would roll the balls in like maybe a cinnamon sugar mixture, like snickerdoodles, and then bake them. But I don't know that I'll make them again. So, and then this is coming. So I'm gonna stop sharing the screen, and I'll show you the book that they came from. It is called. How do I do this? It is called. Can you see that? Literary Delights.
Literary Delights.
Yep.
Literary Delights. And this is something that I got Stacy and I in the fall, I think. Maybe it was early winter. We went to an event hosted by the literacy volunteers of Wayne County. And I think it was a certain, I'm going to say 40th anniversary. I might be completely wrong. And they talked about the program and the good that it's done. And they had speakers that came out, people who been benefited by the Wayne County Literacy Volunteers and things like that. And everybody got a goodie bag, and in that goodie bag, I got this, which is a collection of recipes from members of the Literacy Volunteers. So I thought, well, there's a local connection, and so I thought busy day. I just love busy day pudding cookies. It just sounds nice. I don't know. And again, you know, cooking now, it's like, what do you have on hand? What can you make? So
Cute.
yeah. So that's that.
Great.
Good.
Got both recipes down?
Okay.
And
Did you
all
try
set.
any of the microwave recipes?
We didn't,
Not
but
yet.
not. I still haven't written down. I just
Okay.
we're trying. I had made cookies just before you put that recipe
Oh yeah.
on, so we've been working away at the cookies that I had made.
Plus,
Absolutely.
she made brownies 2 days
And I made
ago.
brownies the other day
Oh.
too. So not good to
So
be
we'll
doing
have to
this
wait.
baking, but
I know. Yeah, at a certain point
Yeah.
though.
makes
Yeah,
the house smell good too.
it really does, and it lasts. It's it spreads.
Yeah.
So
But
next
definitely
week,
get
yeah,
pasta.
next week I'm going to be doing a butter chicken recipe, so the things that I've done so far have been things that I've never made before. They're new recipes to me. The first time I make something, I want to do whatever it says, or unless I double or something. But then after that, then I can mess with it, right? Well, I've done the butter chicken a lot. I've done it a lot. So I know what works for us, what our family likes, and what works with the stuff that I have. And so I'm going to be using my Instant Pot. Just going to put a plug in there because I just submitted my friend's grant. And Stacy and I have been talking about doing some cooking programs at the library because we have the stove and
Oh, I'd like
the sink and everything. So we thought about other appliances perhaps we could add. And so one of them was an Instant Pot. And I've had mine for probably a year and a half, and I love it. And it's really good for cooking raw chicken if you don't have it already defrosted, which I never do. So so it's going to be butter chicken. It's an Indian style recipe that's adapted. It's not as spicy. Or differently spiced, and it's not marinated overnight and whatnot. But it's good, and it will have color. It's not going to be bland. It's not going to be white or off-white. So that is what I'm planning on doing next Friday. I'll probably make it Thursday. We'll film it Thursday. So I'll be like, my belly will be sticking out, like, oh, that was good.
I'm looking forward to it.
All right. Well, thank you for helping keeping me entertained too, because I know you'll be watching now.
You bet. Yeah.
Excellent. All right. Well, thank you again for coming, and I apologize for the mess, but we're still figuring it out.
No, but hey,
Hey, one more.
technology is not perfect either. So
That's right. Nor are people.
yeah, so I mean either.
Yeah. Right.
So glitches happen.
Right. Well, thank you, and I hope you have a good Friday and a good weekend. And
Thanks.
yeah, are you guys going to be at the concert this afternoon?
You bet.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. See you then.
Thank you.
See
All
you
right.
then.
Bye bye.
See you
Bye.
soon.